It is remarkable how liberating it feels to be able to see that your thoughts are just thoughts and they are not you or your reality. For instance, if you have the thought that you have to get a certain number of things done and you don't recognize it as a thought, but act as if it is your truth, then you have created a reality in that moment in which you really believe that those things must all be done today. Peter had come in a heart attack and wanted to prevent another one. He came to a dramatic realization of this one night when he found himself washing his car at 10 o'clock at night with the floodlights on the driveway. It struck him that he didn't have to be doing this. It was just the inevitable result of a whole day spent trying to fit everything that he thought he needed to be doing. As he saw what he was doing to himself, he also saw that he had been unable to question the truth of his original conviction that everything had to get done today, because he had already completed and everything that he thought he wanted to. If you find yourself behaving in similar ways, it is likely that you also feel driven, tense, and anxious without even knowing why, just as Peter did. So if the thought of how much you have to get done today comes up while you're meditating, you will have to be very attentive to it as a thought, or you may end up doing these things before you know it, without any awareness that you decide to stop sitting simply because a thought came to your mind. On the other hand, when such a thought comes up, if you are able to step back from it and see it clearly, then you will be able to prioritize things and make sensible decisions about what really needs to be done. You will know when to call it quits during the day and when to take breaks while you're working so you can restore yourself and work most effectively. So the simple act of recognizing your thoughts as your thoughts can free you from disoriented reality they often create and allow for a more clear lightness and a greater sense of manageability and even productivity in your life. The liberation from tyranny of thinking mind comes directly out of meditation practice itself. We spend each day non-doing, resting in awareness, observing the flow of breath, the activity of our mind and body, without getting caught up in the activity we are cultivating by mindfulness and calmness hand in hand. It is important to reiterate that letting go of our thoughts does not mean suppressing them. Many people hear in this way and make the mistake of thinking that meditation requires them to shut off their thinking or feelings. That somehow they hear the instructions as meaning that if thinking is bad or that there is a certain way to do a good meditation, in which this is little or no thinking, because thinking is not bad, nor is it even undesirable during meditation. What matters is whether you are aware of your thoughts, feelings during meditation, and how you are in relationship with them. Trying to suppress them will only result in greater tension, frustration, and more problems, not in calmness, insight, clarity, and peace. Mindfulness does not involve pushing away thoughts or walling yourself off from them to quiet your mind. We are not trying to stop our thoughts as they cascade through our mind. We are simply making room for them, observing them as thoughts, letting them be, and using the breath as our anchor or our home base for observing, for reminding us to stay calm and focused. It might help to keep in mind that the awareness of our thoughts and emotions is the same awareness as the awareness of our breathing. In bringing this orientation to the cultivation of mindfulness, you will find that every period of formal meditation practice is different. Sometimes you may feel relatively calm and relaxed, undisturbed by thoughts or strong emotions. At other times, the thoughts and emotions may be so strong and reoccurring that all you do is watch them the best you can and be with your breath as much as you can in between. Meditation is not so concurrent with how much thinking is going on as it is with how much room you are making for it to take place within the field of your awareness for one moment to the next.